Good morning, grade 4. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine at your places, and I'm very sure you all are very excited because our school is going to resume right from 1st of February. And let me tell you one thing, that this is going to be your final term online lecture number 11, and this is going to be your final lecture because we have discussed all our topics, and inshallah right after today's lecture, right from the next lecture, we'll start our revision. Well, guys, as you know well that previously in your lecture number 10, we have discussed about judiciary, and we have talked about, judiciary, structure of the judiciary, and we have discussed our judicial system and few of the important courts of Pakistan, right? And today we'll talk about High Court and Civil Courts. Previously, we have discussed about Supreme Court. Well, guys, in our today's lecture, I told you that we'll discuss about the structure of judiciary, and we'll go in detail, inshallah. Well, let me recall the previous lecture. In our previous lecture, we have discussed that what is judiciary, right? I have told you that judiciary is the branch of authority in a country which is concerned with the law and the legal system, right? Or you can say that judiciary is an important pillar of state, and its duty is to maintain and protect the law. Well, guys, as you know that judiciary is considered an important pillar of state, and an independent judiciary needs need the or need is the need of the hour. And guys, the executive should not be allowed to interfere in the affairs of judiciary, because judiciary is the last hope for the people, that delivers justice to them and protect their rights under the constitution. Well, we have discussed that, why justice is important, okay, or what is justice. I have told you that, justice is something which is called, you can say that, the last hope for the people. And guys, court is the official place where judiciary passes the judgment. A power, judge listen to the issues and problems or crimes. Well, guys, the judge, in the light of evidences and witnesses, make unbiased and justified decision. And guys, that is something which we call justice, or justice or judicial system. Well, he has the authority to punish the guilty. The problem and issues of the people are forwarded to the judge by an official, and that official person is called lawyer. Well, there are many courts in a city, and at district level in our country. And guys, the chain of courts is called judicial system. And let's discuss about our structure of judiciary. Well, guys, our judicial system is based on following courts, and these courts are Supreme Court and High Court. Okay, let me show you the High Court of Pakistan. Well, guys, this is a picture of High Court. Well, there is not only one high court, we have so many high courts in our country, and we'll talk in detail, inshallah. And guys, civil courts, okay? So in our judicial system, we have, our judicial system is based on three courts. I told you that the first court is the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court is considered as a supreme and the most supreme authority of the country. And Supreme Court, High Court, and Civil Court. Okay, guys, we were talking about the judicial structure of Pakistan. I have told you that our judicial system is based on following courts, and these courts are Supreme Court, High Court, and Civil Courts. Well, guys, Supreme Court, it is the superior court of the country. In other words, you can say that it is the head of all courts that are existing in our country, okay? And guys, the judge of Supreme Court is called Chief Justice of Pakistan, which is appointed by the President of Pakistan, on the recommendation of Prime Minister of Pakistan. And guys, his retirement age limit is 65 years old, or you can say that, all the other courts of our country are bound to accept the decision of Supreme Court, okay? As I told you that Supreme Court is the superior court of the country. In other words, it is the head of all courts that exist in a country. And guys, the Supreme Court is derive its power from the Constitution. Furthermore, it is the custodian of the country's Constitution. And guys, the Supreme Court of Pakistan is situated in the capital city of Islamabad. Let's have a look. This is the Supreme Court of Pakistan, which is situated, in Pakistan's capital, Islamabad. And guys, it deals with the serious issues like political and social problems of the country. And guys, the magistrate of Supreme Court is called, or the judge of Supreme Court is called Chief Justice of Pakistan, which is the most senior judge of our country, okay? Or you can say that which is the most supreme or authority in our country. And all the courts, which are working under Supreme Court, they are bound to accept the decision of Supreme Court. In short, if anyone going to ask you that which is the biggest court of our country, or which is the most supreme priority or superiority in our country, you have to say, and your answer must be Supreme Court. Okay, Supreme Court is the superior court of the country, and it is the head of all courts that exist in a country. Okay, and all the courts are bound to accept the decision of Supreme Court. Okay, and guys, where is Supreme Court situated in country Pakistan? Supreme Court is situated in Islamabad. Okay, and guys, its branches, and or you can say that it is the most Supreme Court, it is the most superior authority in our country. Okay, and the magistrate of that court is called Chief Justice, and Chief Justice decision is called the final decision. Okay, and nobody can challenge Supreme Court decision. Okay, and let's discuss about our High Court of country. Well, guys, Pakistan has many courts in our country which are working properly to provide justice. And firstly, we talked about Supreme Court, and now we're going to discuss about High Court. Well, guys, first of all, let me tell you that the decision of the judge is called verdict, and this is something which is called information. Well, let's discuss about High Court. Girls and guys, the problems at provincial level are dealt by the High Courts, and I told you that Supreme Court deals with some political and some serious kind of crimes, and some serious kind of social problems are dealt by Supreme Court. Okay, and problems at provincial level are dealt by High Courts. Well, people have the right to appeal in the High Court if they are not satisfied with the decision of criminal court and civil courts, right? As I told you that, at district level, we have civil court, criminal court, and special court, okay? And if someone is not satisfied by the decision of civil court, criminal court, or special court, they can appeal in High Court, okay? And, there is one High Court in each of the province of a country, and, one in the capital city of the country. And guys, Peshawar High Court, for KPK is Peshawar. There is a KPK High Court we have in Peshawar. Punjab High Court we have in Lahore. Karachi High Court is for Sindh. Quetta High Court is for Balochistan, and Islamabad High Court is for the capital of Pakistan. Right? It's mean that in every capital of, or you can say that in every province. In every province capital, we have High Court. Inside every province capital, we have a High Court. As I told you that, if someone is not satisfied, if people are not satisfied by the decision, or, by the decision of civil court and criminal court, there is a one High Court in each province, okay? And they can appeal in High Court. As I told you that, there is a one High Court in each province of a country, and one, in the capital city of a country, okay? And Peshawar High Court is for KPK, Lahore High Court is for Punjab, Karachi High Court is for Sindh, Quetta High Court is for Balochistan, and Islamabad High Court for the capital city of Pakistan. And guys, the senior most judge is a Chief Justice, of the concerned High Court, and the retirement age of the Chief Justice is 62 years. Okay, High Court Chief Justice retirement age is 62, and which you have to keep in your mind. And Supreme Court judge, retirement age limit is 65 years. Okay, and there are many other subordinate courts as well in our country, and below the High Courts there are some subordinate courts. And guys, these courts are at district level, And the subordinate courts can be broadly categorized into civil courts and criminal courts, as well as some special courts and tribunals dealing both civil courts and criminal matters. Okay, and guys, the judges in these courts are appointed by their respective provincial governments. However, the High Court enjoys the administrative control over them. Okay, High Court is controlling civil court, subordinate courts, criminal courts, and special courts. Okay, and Supreme Court is dealing High Court and all the courts which are working under the supervision of High Court. Okay, there is something which you have to understand. Well, guys, let's talk about our civil courts. Look at the high courts of our country. As I told you that we have one high court in each province, and each province capital as well. Let's discuss about our civil justice system and civil courts. Well, guys, the civil courts are the courts that deal with the issues like breaking of the contract between two governmental parties, and criminal courts are resolve the issues like robbery, murder, and serious kind of thefts. Okay, that is something which is called very easy to understand for you. Well, guys, the main categories of the criminal courts in Pakistan are High Court, Session Court, and Magistrate Court. And special courts and this are, you can say that there are many special courts in our country which resolve the family issues like income tax and bank credit problems. And following are some courts which resolve the issues or cases. And these courts are family courts. Family courts are dealing with the problems of the families. Income tax courts are dealing with the problem of the tax collection and all that. Banking courts are dealing the problem of the bank credit issues, and anti-terrorism courts are dealing the problem to stop to punish the terrorists and to make sure that the justice should be provided to the victims. And guys, anti-corruption court or NAB is dealing with the issues of corruption and the issues of audit, and they're dealing to solve these problems, right? And guys, all these courts are established to maintain justice so that all institute of country work smoothly and effectively, right? So we have discussed today, the main court of Pakistan, Supreme Court. We talked about High Court, subordinate courts, and civil court and criminal court. Let me redefine what we have discussed today. I have told you that Pakistan's judicial system based on three main courts, and these courts are Supreme Court. Okay, Supreme Court, High Court, and civil courts. Okay, first you have to understand that Supreme Court is the most senior court and the most superior authority in our country. Okay, and Supreme Court is the head of all the courts. Okay, then we have High Court, and I have told you that the problems at provincial level are dealt by the High Courts, and people have the right to appeal in High Court if they are not satisfied with the decisions of the criminal and civil courts, right? So, High Court is working under the supervision of Supreme Court, and there are some subordinate courts, okay, which are working under the supervision of High Court, okay, and these subordinate, or you can say that, subordinate courts are, court of district judge, court of additional district, court of session judge, court of magistrate, family courts, anti-terrorism courts, income tax, courts, banking courts. These all are the courts which are working under the supervision of High Court. Okay, and guys, that's all from the judiciary, and I hope you all understand in a good manner that what was the basic purpose to discuss judiciary. Our basic purpose was to make you understand that how our judicial system is working in our country. Okay, so, girls and guys, the highest court in our country is called Supreme Court, and it is situated in the capital city of Islamabad. Its magistrate is called Chief Justice, and it is appointed by the President on the recommendation of Prime Minister, right? And guys, the problems which we, the court which solve the problem at provincial level, that court is called High Court, and Chief Justice of High Court is also called Chief. The magistrate of High Court is called Chief Justice. Its age limit is 62 years, right? So that's all from this lecture. So let's discuss about some important points. Well, what you have to draw the sketch of judiciary system of Pakistan and make sure you're pasting it on your SST notebook. When the school will resume, I'll inshallah gonna mark that and I'll check that out. Well, let's talk about our assignment. Well, guys, what you have to do. You have to tell me that what does lie do and enlist some of the special codes of Pakistan. You have to just make a list and if you go in detail, that will be much better for you. You just mention that what is the duty of High Court, what if it is the duty of Supreme Court, what is the duty of Family Court and such as. Okay, when you will enlist them, you will get idea that what you have to write them in front of them. That's all from today's lecture, girls and guys. And from now, inshallah, I will see you in the class, okay? And we'll inshallah resume our study. And again, you have to come in shifts, okay? So, girls and guys of grade 4, make sure you are making peace at your home, okay? And make sure you're spreading positivity and make sure you're not giving corona to anyone, okay? Stay inside home, don't go outside. Make sure whenever you're going outside, you're wearing mask. Okay, girls and guys, Allah Hafiz, see you, bye bye. I will see you in your class.